It's game 2 of S10 versus Bob. This time with equal amounts of Happy by 3 and an equal amount of Super Hoagie.
Hello, we're back.
Actually, that's a lie. There will be more Happy by 3 and less Super Hoagie. Because Hoagie is speepy and doesn't want to play by. So there will not be equal amounts of either of us.
Yep, there'll be a lot less of me. And then we see the first ban here. And we see the first ban from S10 being Mordekaiser. Goodbye, Mordekaiser. Goodbye, Shadow Realm. Don't want to be sent to the kitty corner.
4 votes and 100% Neil the Steel MVP.
And to answer Joel Baca's question on why MVP is only from the winning teams, it's mostly just because we're trying to basically talk about who's the winning, help them win through the game, who got them win, who helped them get that sweet victory, which is the big important question that we like to ask at the end of the game. Although we could still give a special shout out to individual players from the opposite team, and I will give a special shout out to Fling Panda. You're right, he does deserve a special shout out. And then S10 banning Swain, Mordekaiser, and Aphelios here. Good. I don't see the Soraka ban. There's no reason to ban Soraka.
Until she gets.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like the Star Call nerf is just too much for her.
I don't know. It doesn't feel that massive.
It is pretty massive. And then we see the first pick Soraka. Well, so we'll see what happens. I guess. But I feel like the Soraka nerfs.
Do you have the numbers on the Star Call nerf?
Okay, I'll give you the exact numbers for the Star Call nerf. So
because I remember reading it and being like, okay, it could be horrible or it could be nothing. I remember being annoyed by it because I think it's going to be annoying for using her in duo lane.
Oh no, it's her in duo lanes is I don't think it's going to be as bad. The thing about Soraka's nerf is that Soraka's self heal got nerfed, so so it does less self heal. So it does 20 less self heal, rank 1. It actually does 60 less base self heal on landing your Star Call, and then rejuvenation heal, which is like the healing over time. Healing over time got reduced from 5 seconds. It used to be 5 seconds. Now it's 2.5 seconds. It's halved, essentially.
Oh, wow.
And it costs...
That's wild, yeah.
And it costs 20 more mana at all ranks.
So, I think the 20 mana is the big one, because the healing, like, right, the sustain is really nice, but I think her strength lied in being able to efficiently wave clear and to use her ult to just farm free assists. You know, in a meta where top lane is very often complete brain dead island.
However, that being said, Soraka's support is still really strong because of the buff on Soraka W, which is what people don't max in solo queue. That don't max first in solo lane Soraka. So there's always hope that it supports Soraka and actually played where she's supposed to be played. So sorry, continue.
Nah, you're good, man.
But yeah, but W actually does cost less health if Soraka has that rejuvenation bonus. It reduced by 40% at rank 1, all the way up to 100%, reduced by 100% of the health cost by max rank of W. So at max rank, her W actually does not cost any health if she's rejuvenated. That being said, we have the Warwick and the Jhin being picked up on S10, as well as the Misfortune again from BOB for Pink Monkey, and a Braum and Sejuani. And then we see Yasuo and Azir being banned from BOB, both targeted at Mudkips. And then we see the Veigar ban. And the Lux ban coming in from S10. I wouldn't be surprised if BOB took the Galio again. I think the Galio did really well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they picked the Galio here, or they could look to counter pick the mid lane. I think that's what I would personally like to do, but
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get a counter pick on a solo lane seems right.
seems ideal. And they picked the Galio here, which I don't think is a bad idea. I think Galio Sejuani combo did really well, so I think that's not a bad pickup.
No.
And then we
And
could
especially, honestly, like, if you lose your lane that much, it's one thing to lose lane because there's a lot of kills and because there's misplays and whatever. But I feel like if you lose with that significant of a farm advantage, that's one thing that's really clearly representative of a consistency and just a difference in skill, which is bound to happen in a league that has people from Iron through Diamond, right? And so I think just putting yourself on a champ that you're really comfortable with is honestly a smarter play than counter picking.
I think
So I see why they went for that.
I think the Leona pickup is really nice here, although that means that's going to be a solo lane Soraka. Oh no, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried for S10, but eh, I think BOB currently has the stronger comp. Yeah, I think BOB has a way stronger comp this game, for sure. With the Kale scaling top laner, with a really good AoE fighting for early game. It's a really early bot lane composition with a scaling top laner. I really like that BOB composition. I think it rounds out very nicely.
Yeah.
S10 with the solo lane Soraka, which I don't know if I like this. I'm telling you, I don't know how good Soraka solo lane is. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I think it'll be interesting with the nerfs because I don't know. I kind of feel the same way I did when I first saw those nerfs, where I'm like, this could completely ruin her, or it could be. We could be making a big deal out of nothing, or it could like really, really ruin it. So it'll be cool to get a sneak peek of what comes of it.
You're gonna have a surprise guest.
No,
Surprise guest.
messaged me. He messaged me. I just don't have invite powers. Also, isn't it too late? We're in ban.
We're fine. We can just always have them spectate one of one of one of their games, so it's fine. I'm gonna ask a mod to drag him in. Um,
The weak fear the shadows.
Fear controls them.
but for now, we'll just cast ourselves until our and then we see I think that's a mid lane Soraka. Can you tell I'm triggered?
By the Raka, yeah. You don't seem the stokedest.
I'm trying to get rid of solo lane Soraka, so seeing the Soraka
Why?
in
I love
solo.
solo lane enchanter. Fun.
But then that means they give the agency to nerf the enchanters because they're too strong in the solo lanes. Do you see the problem here?
Eh, fair. Fair.
As an enchanter made myself, I cry in the inside because I know
Yeah,
this thing is it slowly gets fused and then deleted the game. Big sad.
Cure for fools.
That's reasonable.
But that being said, I do really like both teams' composition. I think uh S10's composition is all about hold on, let me fix something real quick, sorry. But I think S10's composition is all about kind of just poking people and kind of just actually no, it's more I feel like it's more of an extended team composition for S10 just because of the rumble as well as the Soraka's sustained healing. I think they're trying to go for um a more of a sustained fight comp. Although I don't know if Jin has the best sustained fight per se. He's more of the one shot, four shot kind of person.
Fair.
But we see the cleanse coming in from Pimp Monkey. We see the cleanse coming in. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this game. Um, so um, we'll see. Which team do you like better? This time I'm gonna favor
Just like as a
BOB.
bunch of dudes, or like in this game?
In this game. I think which team composition pulls it out on top. I'm gonna give it to BOB actually.
I feel like you're just saying that because you hate the Baka.
No, it's not just that. I think they have a better like win con in my opinion. I think they have a really strong like early game with the Misfortune as well as the Galio with a really good early
Yeah.
game assurance. And then after after they do their job, I think Kale is their win condition. Kale
Yeah, I
loves
think
game.
Kale's really helpful because last game they were doing a good job of being ahead early and then fell off late game. So I think having someone like Kale who gets their power spike late game is actually a really smart call. You know,
I think so
if
too.
if you fall off late, get someone who will make sure that can't happen.
Absolutely. I think yeah, no, that's why I want to give it to S10. It's not just because I'm triggered for Soraka. I promise it's not just because I'm triggered. I promise.
Only a tiny.
Only a tiny bit. Exactly.
No, sorry. I just looked over at my fish tanks, and one of my fish was swimming like downward slowly, which they never do. Usually, if they go up or down, this particular breed goes really fast. And I've just never seen them move that slowly, and it was super like majestic.
Majestic.
So pretty, bud.
What a nice word. Majestic.
Fish are officially approved by the PMALC.
Are they now?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
I
What's everybody's favorite fish?
that I own or in general.
You can interpret it any way you wish.
Um, mm,
And question for the stream is are fish friends or food?
both.
So you can technically eat. Do you technically eat fish?
Yeah.
What's your favorite fish?
My favorite fish to eat, salmon.
Oh yeah, salmon's good. I like salmon. Oh yeah. I can taste it. I do love salmon. I do love salmon.
I feel like salmon is a consistent answer, but I really like so much.
Oh, I'm sorry, Julbaka.
I made sure Sarah was emotionally ready for 99% of what all I'm gonna.
Now back to this game. Okay.
We're not even in the game yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. You know what? Let's just make a contest of who has the best skin. How about that? Does that sound good?
Always.
Um, all right, Rumble in the Jungle looks gross. Let's move on. Oh, Jabberwock with that
You
sexy Santa
hate that
Brom.
skin?
Santa Brom. So sexy. So, you know
Yeah,
what?
it's so weird though. Why'd they make him such a daddy?
But at the same time, Soraka, as much as I hate the Soraka pick, at least she has the right skin. So you know what? It's fine, I
That
guess.
is the
It's
best.
fine.
Oh,
At
Packers,
least
the patch not. Hoagie was talking as though the patch was live.
the patch is live, actually.
The Rocket nerf.
Ah, I don't know why all the in-game stuff didn't go up. No,
Brother,
it did.
there's that.
Welcome to Summoner's
I thought it was because I updated when I started the game, but
It didn't go up for me. Can we start pause at 33?
first of all, once I get in game, yes. Second of all, you're cutting out a little.
Okay, let's just pause at 10. Let's just pause at 10 then. Let's pause at 10. Okay, let me know when you're in.
I'm there.
Okay, great.
I'm at 10.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Channel.
Packer diehard, sorry to break the news. The patch is live.
Oof, got PDF.
The patch is live, and it is and Soraka is already gutted. Sorry to break the news.
Normal stuff.
30 seconds until
Early
the
game
next
stuff. Normal early stuff. Early game where nothing happens. Early game.
It's usually
where
updated on
nothing-
Wednesday, right? Wednesdays, that's when it's usually updated.
Middle name.
Oh, Bob's got it at the. He's got spotted the Leona. May the better jungler win. A.
Minions have spawned.
And Zanzan4242 has subscribed for 4 months on a 2-month streak. Thank you, Zanzan.
Thanks,
Appreciate you.
Zanzan.
And
Hail and
you-
Hail Sanoff.
and Big Deox Jimmy says hi stream. We say hi back to Jimmy.
Jimmy, 11 out of 10.
And you'll play blood play. I'll just sit back and color.
Yep. As
I'll
soon
even
as
get
things
my-
start happening.
I'll get my coloring pencil ready too.
Adorable. I love it. Interesting to see Kale mid, not what I expected, but... Oh, and the Rumble top. Oh, wow. None of this is...
I
Both
knew the
top
Rumble.
lanes and mid lanes.
I knew Rumble top was a
Soft.
thing. I knew the Rumble was going top and the Soraka was going mid.
I
Mudkips. It's
didn't
a
expect
Mudkips.
that.
It's a Mudkips champion, not just my daddy champion. At all.
Fair, I figured they would just switch lanes.
Nope. It's a Galio top though. I didn't expect that one.
Yeah. Agreed, but good for them, you know? If you pick a Kale to counter a Raka, and the Raka goes mid, then screw it. Mid it. So after Fleeing Panda getting shut down pretty bad in mid last game, it can't hurt to try to change it up a little against a different person's better matchup for him.
Kill mid is a pretty decent matchup
Yeah.
for Soraka. I mean, Soraka's patch. Soraka did get gutted this patch, so like her wave clear on her Q is probably gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a lot worse. she's gonna be able to see us a lot easier.
Yeah.
I see already
I
had,
mean, we're already seeing her down quite a bit this year. Huge CS lead in the bot lane by Jin making up for it though. Oh, Fleeing Panda engaging on Juiced by Daddy, trying to get a fight. Does take him to about half health, but Juiced by Daddy immediately responds some damage of his own. Takes a turret shot, but not enough to back him.
but he overheats a little bit. Ooh, the shield, scrap shield comes out.
Yeah. The overheat was no big deal. I think it seemed calculated, you know. He did the damage he needed to do and then overheated as he was walking away. Doesn't hurt anything.
Now, what I really do appreciate is this Braum. Braum is just playing pretty far up, which allows for a nice little zoning, and then it's already starting an engage, a really good combo from Sejuani and Braum, and a nice engage onto the Leona, and got the flash out of Leona and the flash, so really good. But if anybody is looking for a counter matchup to play against those crazy engaged Leona mains, play Braum. Braum is really good into Leona. All you support mains out there.
Oh,
Biscuit Hat.
oh my god.
That was a really good gank by Biscuit Hat.
Yeah. Neil's kind of hanging around weirdly long, and actually, luckily, Kale is ranged, so no Sejuani stacks from her autos. Otherwise, Neil might have been trapped out there.
Well, no, actually, Kale's auto attack is still currently melee. She's not 6 yet.
Why didn't it stack on Sedge, though? Sedge got a stack from her Q and from an auto, and there was no stack when the Kale...
That was interesting then, because... Well, I don't know then, because Kale is still technically a melee champion until level 6.
Maybe Kale autoed a minion? I don't know. I would have to go back and watch, but we don't ever play.
But you see a huge CS difference though, still in the bot lane, as well as the top lane. So in a pretty even mid lane, but I think even mid lane is still a 1 mid lane for OG Juiceman, just because Kale scales much higher than a Soraka.
Yeah, absolutely. All you need to do with Kale is go even. You're gonna be
just fine, especially after you hit level 16. So pretty good all around. I think they just need to play around. BOB needs to play around that Kale by the end game, by late game. Although the misfortune I think is going to be the early game leverage, the transition champion onto that mid to late game. And then Kale takes over, for sure. And then Juiceman, as you can tell, Juiceman actually rushed an Executioner's Calling, which then further decreases Soraka's trading potential. As you can tell, Soraka is already not taking favorable trades. And Juiced by Daddy is just constantly pressuring this top lane. Constantly. Do I hear you? Are you talking? I can't.
Oh yeah, I'm around. You were just doing your thing. I was like, alright.
Okay.
You were
I was like,
driving. No, you're fine. Last time a fight broke out, you started
Did I start
play-by-play.
Oh
So
my
I was
gosh.
like, alright, go to town.
Oh gosh.
You just letting me have fun. Oh, Revens gets caught out a little bit. Is going to be able to take this blast, but Freedom Paint caught by Jabberwock in the meantime, but everybody disengages. No lives lost, no harm done. Oh, but Juiced by Daddy does not think that's good enough. He does teleport in, get some CC down on Jabberwock. The hard CC comes down, but it's not quite enough. Jabberwock will escape. Now with 5 members of S10 down here, possibly looking for a dragon.
Well, I think that was a nice equalizer from the Rumble. Except there wasn't much follow-up to go along with it. Yes, there was a deadly flourish to root the enemy, but I don't think there was much follow-up to be done. So yes, they found a good one, but eh. But OJ Juiceman was caught on the wrong side of the map, so he did have to flash out. So they did accomplish something. Now we see a 20 farm deficit on Fling Panda on the Juice Daddy. He's been zoned out a lot. Fling Panda has been zoned out a lot by Juice by Daddy, the Rumble. Rumble having really known for really good early priority in lane, so. Sorry, you're cutting out there? Hello?
Kills at 9.
0 kills at 9 minutes. That's... I mean...
This is not the PMA LCS
that we're used to, I know. It's because there's a Soraka and a Kayle in the same game.
Usually the color can't get a word in edgewise.
There's no blood. I'm sad. As someone who has the highest death, one of the highest deaths in the league, I'm sad.
Anthony, I'm gonna get first blood. Just by Panda response.
Use my daddy. Gets good damage back though.
Jeez.
So the Winds of Ward bit buff is really nice on Galio, I think. The overall damage buff, it's really nice.
Oh, nice. On the back of great fear off. Just been forced to use that very long mana. Neil the Steel decides to flash in. Quick Q secures the kill. Biscuit hat onto that cannon minion. Keep Neil the Steel nearly full health, and he'll come out of that.
Nice wish by Mudkips there. Nice wish. Oh, Monkey takes the tower shot. Oopsies. It's okay though. It's only one. Gets a tower play too, which evens out the gold disadvantage that they have. But they get caught. The curtain calls comes out.
The engage from Ravens doesn't know the Pimp Monkey.
Oh my gosh, that's a really good bullet time by Pimp Monkey.
Auto in the cube, it does go down himself. Neil the Steel going quite low. Ken Jabber walks secure the kill before he dies.
However, I gotta give a special shout out to Pimp Monkey there.
The turret equalizer comes.
I have to give a special shout out to Pimp Monkey there for a really good, well positioned. Fling Panda finding a nice solo kill just by Daddy. Nice solo kill. Nice taunt. Nice Justice punch into the taunt. But as I was saying, am I stream? Am I having issues here? Is it better now?
Okay.
Yes, hello? 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 Oops.
Issues are my end or yours, but cutting out a lot.
Hello?
You're cutting out a lot for me. Can you hear?
You're cutting out a lot too from me. Ooh. Better? Better? Uh-oh.
I just
maybe it's the stream.
Left and came back. Is that?
Oh yikes. Anyways.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So yeah, you're just cutting out for me. That's weird.
But yeah, I think BOB is doing pretty well. They got a nice solo kill in the top lane by Flame Panda. And also, even though MF and Braum got caught, they made a best out of the situation, and Pimp Monkey found a really nice bullet time, nicely positioned bullet time. So really good on Pimp Monkey's part there.
Yeah, I would like leave and come back to the channel or restart Discord or something. You're still cutting out.
Okay, I'm gonna pause.
bad.
I'm gonna pause this then. I'm pause at 12:58, just so that I can get the Discord
Exactly
back on.
13 minutes.
Hello? Hello? Is this better?
So far, talk for a while.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking, and I'm just gonna pause at 13 minutes.
Yeah, that seems perfectly fine. I'm
Okay.
exactly at 13 minutes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, that's weird. You were cutting out like crazy, getting a lot of like robot voice and weird stuff.
Okay, so I just had to re-log into it, I guess. Whatever.
Discord be like that.
Yay!
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, so between Neil the Steel, big fight going down. Neil the Steel comes out, but OG Juice Man drops the ult. Biscuit Hat is there to respond to it, not able to get quite enough. Meanwhile, top lane Fleeing Panda goes in on Juice by Daddy again, looking for another kill, but not going to be able to hear it. All of these fights dissipate before they even get started. I was going to say, between Juice by Daddy, Neil the Steel, and Freedom Penguin, there's such a massive CS lead. I mean, 36 in the top lane, 24 in the jungle, and another 39 in bot. Incredible.
But if you look at the gold difference there, it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure how. There's way more CS for S10, there's more kills, and there's a dragon. I'm not sure where the gold is coming from. Oh, can he go down? Yes, Fleeing Panda does take Juice by Daddy down. We did not get to see that whole fight, thanks to directed camera taking us down to the non-fight in the jungle. But
Here's the thing about farm leads. Yes, you can have farm leads and get gold, but you can catch up on gold and punishing a crucial mistake.
yeah,
And Juice by Daddy did make some positional mistakes there,
yeah.
allowing Fleeing Panda to catch up on gold by solo killing him.
Yeah.
So there's other ways to generate gold, tower plating, as well as kills, as well as farm. There's a lot to take into part here. Takes into account. As a former treasurer of my own chapter, I know about money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, nice root onto nice daily flourish onto the Braum.
Revan, interestingly, not deciding to follow up on it.
Well, they have to watch out when they engage, because you're still engaging onto a Braum, which, if you engage onto a Braum willy-nilly as a Leona, Braum will just stack his passive with the Misfortune and just stun them while blocking damage with the Unbreakable Shield. So you have to actually be very careful when engaging, especially with an MF, with Cleanse as well as Braum. So that pick of itself is pretty intelligent. And then we see the Rift Herald being dropped off here. Shelly is being summoned. Shelly, clean up on IL-7, please. And Shelly is cleaning up IL-7 on the top lane. Top lane is the IL-7. If anybody haven't got the joke yet.
Tired Hoagie is so much fun. I feel like I'm having more fun just letting you talk.
Oh.
Interesting bullet time. I don't.
Immediately cancelled.
Yeah.
It was trying to clear the wave. I got the thought behind it.
Yeah. Feels like it happened after they saw them show up, though. That's odd. But these things happen. It is all good. Bot lane backing real quick, but a lot of pings coming down in the meantime. Braun actually cancels his back to stick around, as there are 4 members of S10 hanging out on that dragon pit. No dragon for 2.5 minutes, but lots of S10 hanging around the dragon pit, ready for a fight.
I still have the gold lead thing up. I need to put that back to the items list so we can see what items everybody have. And Mikhail already finding a really good trade.
Well, there's the engage we were looking for from the Leona earlier, followed up by the Jin ultimate. Not going to land too much damage, but does get Jabberwock about 50%, including the steal.
Had to force the wish though. Had to force the wish though from Mudkips. Like I said earlier, like engaging onto Butter Biscuit's bot lane's a little risky. Especially now is a good time to engage because the Unbreakable is down.
Yeah, but they don't quite have it. Jin does get a lot of damage on Pit Monkey. Neil the Steel is in for the dive, gets the double kill. Meanwhile, a fight breaks out in mid lane. Galio comes in to disengage it, though Juice by Daddy sees that Galio ult coming in and says, no, thank you. I'd rather not. Galio ult that totally has a name, but it's not Stand United, because that's Shen.
It's Hero's Entrance.
Hero's Entrance.
It has my name in it, that's why I know.
Oh, easy peasy. Why aren't you a Galio main?
Because snakes are too fun.
Entrance.
The Rift Arrow is just slowly being taken by Butter Biscuits. Ooh, nice engage.
Ooh, Juice by Daddy going very low, but so is Biscuit Hat. Biscuit Hat survives a bit, but Neil the Steel finishes him off. Another bullet time goes wide for Pimp Monkey, doesn't do much damage. Fleeing Panda now being chased down. Leona gets the engage, followed up by a fear from Neil the Steel, and that's going to be a kill on the Fleeing Panda. 2-0 in favor of S10, and they're looking to make it a 3 or a 4 for O. Jabberwock goes wide on that CC there, but still not enough for us to catch up.
However, I think BOB still did what they wanted to do, which was to get that Rift Herald to slowly get themselves back on the map and get a tower or so. Problem is now they're losing an Infernal.
Yeah, fair. Totally fair. No, it's definitely rough. I mean, last game was pretty close, so this wasn't as much of a question, but now that we've got a pretty handy 20-minute lead, you know, what do you think Butter Biscuits does to get back from this?
I think they need to do what was done against Butter Biscuits, which is just safely farm and really get the farm numbers up there and really wait for that scaling to happen, because eventually that Kale is just going, especially once Kale hits level 16 and that AoE damage starts happening, she really is going to hurt.
But not a good way to hit level 16 to get caught out. Juju's man immediately goes down. Biscuit have forced to run away to Jabberwock. Jabberwock does get some great CC with that ultimate to keep the team away, but is going to take some shots from Jin. Can the fourth shot take it? It does! The turret goes off. Not quite enough to kill Revens, but redirects onto Juice by Daddy and secures a kill for the team. All said and done, a 2 for 1 in favor of S10.
But yeah, I think they really don't want to be looking for much right now. They really don't. They have to have MF and Sejuani just be real scary, and that's about it.
Absolutely.
Just be real scary, protect the, basically the deterrent from killing OG Juice Man. And OG Juice Man just needs to take that and then go to a side lane, get some solo XP, not be group team fighting, but really soaking up those solo XP, really scaling up to that level 16 power spike. I think Galio needs to start the group instead. Galio's pretty strong, got some solo kills there. Down some farm, but that's okay because he's still up in gold because of that those solo kills, and does have a lot of damage. So I think swapping Galio for the Galio's position for Kale, so Kale should go top and like Galio should like hover around mid or mid side or something like that. I think would be really good because Kale needs to scale up. Galio's eventually gonna fall off in terms of damage.
Yeah.
Kale won't. Kale actually will scale nothing but up, but Kale is also significantly behind right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I don't think it's impossible. You know what the farm she's got, Kale, is at least staving off being irreparably behind. But I think she needs to keep doing what she's doing right here. Split push, soak up as much solo XP as she can, get as much gold as she can from farming. And it helps when your team has the Herald to drop for an easy turret mid in the meantime. Oh, Revens wants the fight though. Flashes and gets the E for some big damage, followed up by the ult, but gets caught out in response by Jabberwock's ult, and actually he's going to go down. Clean Panda takes down Revens, followed by a kill. Big bullet time, secures 2 kills for Red, but followed up by 2 kills for Season 10. All said and done, a 2-2. Clean Panda says that is not enough, goes in for Mudkip. The Neil Steel is right here to follow up on it, and actually secures the kill in response. Now OG Juice Man left alone in that mid lane as his partner, Pimp Monkey, has to back.
Yeah, this Neil the Steel is quite fed at the moment. Yeah, 9-0, 5k gold
Season
lead.
10's just doing a great job. You know, Season 10's doing a great job of forcing fights. They know exactly what OG Juice Man's trying to do. And they also know that he has teleport. You know, and if he's bot lane and he wants to solo farm bot lane, force a fight that makes him teleport out of bot lane.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's doing a lovely job. This turret might go down. Leona the only one there to respond to it. Now we do have some pings coming down for the Infernal up in less than a minute, so probably a fight gonna break out around that Infernal. It's not Soul yet, but if it goes to S10, it certainly puts them in a very good position to secure the Soul.
That sand is so sexy.
Oh my god, Hoagie.
Sorry.
I mean, you're right. It's so strange that Riot made that skin so, like, grinder material-y, but it's just, you've mentioned it like 4 times. If anyone would like to gift Hoagie Santa Braum, I'm sure you already have it, but just
No, I don't.
flood him with extra copies.
I don't actually have it. Big sad.
Interesting. Wow.
Anyways.
Oh, big CC goes down at Sejuani, followed up by a couple of ultimates. Galio comes to the return into a fantastic bullet time from Pimp Monkey. Not quite enough, considering Mudkip did have his ultimate ready. Neil the Steel now is able to get a lot of damage down. Just barely survives by running out. Revens also gets out. And all said and done, another 2 kills for Neil, another 3 kills for Season 10, and another fight that just blew up in Bob's face.
I guess I have to bite my tongue about Soraka.
She's so good.
She's still annoying.
Heals are still good.
Her heals has been buffed, you know, which is all that matters, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think their goal was to make her more viable in duo lanes, but ultimately, Soraka's not good in lane. She survives in lane and then is good for heals. Revens gets melted by Pimp Monkey. Freedom Penguin does dodge the Q, so no hard CC. Might be able to get away in time. The Q goes down for the quick slow. Neil the Steel comes in but isn't able to get it. Just fears this head away and starts running. Oh, but is this going to be enough? They do get the CC down on Neil the Steel from that passive off of Sejuani. Lots of damage on a Biscuit Hat, though, is forced to disengage, and Juice by Daddy actually secures a kill. Rocco with the big brain Q over the wall. Love that star call. Just for the little bit of slow that it provides.
I want to see how much, what she's, okay, so she has a max rank in her W, which means whenever she hits her W, if she hits somebody with her Q, her W doesn't cost any health.
Where can you see that?
You could click on the champion. You see how many ranks they have on each abilities.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's interesting. She maxed W second. I like.
I do like it because then you actually your W don't cost any health now.
Mm-hmm.
Which usually does, which makes Soraka a dangerous healer because she actually is sacrificing her own health to help people.
Jabberwock taken really low from those autos from Freedom Penguin and actually had kills secured from all those crit.
It's also a combination of crit along with Dark Harvest. How many Dark Harvest stacks does he have? He has 11 Dark Harvest
I wish chat
stacks.
would go away so I can see it. 11. Yeah, so 11 stacks of Dark Harvest
Oh.
coupled with all those crit items is real spicy. Well, Fleeing Panda getting pincer by juice by Daddy. Revens does whiff the CC, but it's not going to be enough. Fleeing Panda forced to flash over the wall. Neil the Steel has the blood trail though, and he is looking for blood. Following it around through the fog of war, catches Fleeing Panda in the bush, and that's exactly what I was talking about. If you have that blood trail activated on a champion, it will show you when they hide in a bush. So there is no hiding from a blood-scented Warwick.
You just want to scream, ouch.
Yeah, lots of damage on Pimp Monkey comes
Really
down
good
from that
slip
Jin ultimate. Not quite enough to clear him out though. Jabberwock able to get in there, get the shield up, and defend his friends. Juice by Daddy gets him to about half health and then back.
Great
They're
solar
just pinging to take the Baron.
Great solar flare from Revens. But also really nice cleanse and response from Pit Monkey. Like an
And I like
instant
OG
cleanse.
Juice Man with that split push, you know, trying to get that level 16.
Because there's not much Kale can do at the moment. So you have to do that as a Kale.
And she's got to be getting close.
She is
16,
close.
right?
She's 15 now, so she's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
close.
And she's about half XP, so getting there. Yeah, blue team does take the Baron. No
think
contest coming down.
They can't. And they see the spam ping on Warwick's smite. Warwick must have missed the smite.
Oof. You gotta let your teammates know when they screw. It's about
Got it.
professional.
It's all about the spam pinging your own teammates. I know I love to spam ping people as a support. Okay, what does Baron do? Good question from Jewel Baka. Okay, so Jewel Baka, Baron, first of all, gives you empowered recall, so it takes usually around a couple of seconds, around 5 to 10 seconds to recall. It causes your recall time to go significantly shorter. And if you walk near your allied minions,
Oh my
And-
god, that damage!
Jin
That was a
does
Q from Juice Man, yeah?
the damage on
Yeah.
Juice Man. That was Q from Jin.
Oh, Jin Q. Oh yeah, because
Or auto. Yep.
That's probably the crit auto. I was like, that's wild for Q to do that much damage. Neil the Steel gets in there with an ult. Nope, that was definitely Neil the Steel doing that damage right there. You can see the auto go off and just hair through.
And
It looks at this point like S10's really just trying to find how they're going to win. You know, it's not a question of if they're going to end. It's can they end here or do they have to go get Soul first?
I think they end here. They don't have enough team members here.
Yeah, I think so too. I hate to call it before it's really over, but I mean, they're just, the damage they're putting out, you know, when Freedom Penguin and Neil the Steel can take half your health in one hit, it's very hard to respond to that. Yeah, and we see 3 turrets go down, both of the remaining members go down. Jabberwock versus the world as the Nexus goes down and leaves the 2-0 for Season 10. So are we just going to interview only Neil? Because it sure looks like Neil was the MVP again.
Well, we gotta do the MVP poll first, but yes, I agree. Neil should probably win the MVP right there. Yeah, that was disgusting. um,
Neil's a very good, very dominant jungler. I will always consider it one of my great accomplishments that I stole a dragon from him once, because the dude's good.
was it against our team, Hoagie's Heroes? I'm pretty sure it was, but because I'm a boosted AD carry.
Someone has to be. I'm not even any kind of AD carry. I played Kate like twice. Ezreal a few times.
Too hard of a role.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like I'm running for my life whenever I play ADC.
It's just not my style. I like being more engaging. I don't know. I either like to support and be able to like be helpful, or I like to like get in the front line and engage and really go for it. I find a lot of fun in standing at the edge and autoing.
I find fun in standing at the edge and controlling people outside, not making sure no one touches me. Please don't touch me.
Tired Hoagie is a fascinating creature.
Anyways, MVP poll is up, everybody. Go vote.
More like MV poll, am I right? Thank you. I will be here all week.
Let's look at the damage chart here. Oh wow! What do you know? Jin did do a lot of damage.
Shock.
Shocking. What a shocker. Oh look, everybody's flaming Neo. 2 drags missed smite.
Oof.pdf.
Okay, so yes, Baron. What does Baron do is the question by Jewel Baka. And Baron empowers your minions, which then gives it more health and also gives it more power. So and also gives you better, more offensive stats in general. Each champion. So Baron buffs is pretty nice to, especially for sieging towers. So anyways, I'm gonna put him in.
Yeah, Baron's basically
Actually,
a big global buff for your team as well as your team's minions.
You know what though? I'm gonna change my MVP poll. MVP vote.
You think Panda?
I mean Penguin? Freedom Penguin?
Is it Penguin? You don't have anyone's names up right now, so I'm trying to remember who was playing Jin.
It's Freedom Penguin.
You know him.
Yes,
Quick,
Freedom.
drag me into player of the game chat. Yeah. No, I was gonna say that in like the post game screen, I could see an argument for him. I feel like Neil was just so ridiculously present all over the map all game. ADCs can't win MVP, but I would not blame people if they voted for.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Neil the Steel also got the first game MVP.
He did.
Did he?
Yeah, that's why I said, are we only gonna get one person?
No, Freedom Penguin is on the lead right now for second one.
Nice. I would love to have 2 people. Thank you, Revan. Voted Freedom Penguin for stealing everything from me. Yeah, Neil, there were a lot of kills there where you like looked like you were about to get the kill, and then this man came in with like a 75% health crit auto and was just like, no, mine.
No, mine. Best way to play ADC. Just greed for everything.
Just greed. Don't wait on your team to feed you.
You feed yourself
off of your team.
Yeah. So let's just go to the player of the game too, and meet our player of the games there. Sounds good?
Yeet. Yo, shout out above to Violet and Uncle Jemima for getting MVP in their games. Good for them.
Uncle Jemima is casting.
I thought the other 2 were casting. Well, whatever.
No, Bear Jr. and Boston's were the MVPs in the other game. Violet and I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure anymore.
I thought it was the other way around. Who knows? Anyway, whoever it is, we're proud of you and we love you.
Happy by 3, Super Hoagie. Thank you for casting.
Hello. Thank you for playing some real good League of Legends.
Legos?
You know, we do our best.
I thought we were playing Legos. Lego Heroes or something?
If anyone goes back and watches the VOD, you get tired Hoagie for like all of game 2. It's wild. Hoagie three different times. Hoagie goes, "Hey man, do you mind taking over the play-by-play? I'm feeling really kind of tired." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, of course, that's fine."
Well,
and then immediately a fight will break out, and Hoagie goes, "Oh, really nice job from him going in on that." Like instantly forgets that he.
Hoagie, do we need to make the post-game chat short so you can go to bed?
No, you're fine. I have work late in the day, so hurrah, hurrah.
Great.
And now, good games, guys. Really, really well. Neil, what's it like to be on every part of the map at the same time?
It's honestly the most magical feeling. When you play junglers that are strong skirmishers but are very immobile around the map, you have a certain power that way. But when we lock in Warwick, the final thing that gets said before we load into game is, remember, poke your lane, because there's so many great things that you can do on Warwick with that W proc, where it's not just about ganking lanes, it's about running fast to corners of the map. And we've had games in the past where it resulted in massive counter jungling. It resulted in rift takes because I can run to it faster, and rift steals because I can run to it faster. So playing Warwick is just one of the best feelings
1,000%
on the rift right now. So
going into game one, Hoagie asked everybody what their favorite ability in that game was, and I was like, "Oh, Warwick W, easy. It's like the best feeling in the world." And
it does, yeah.
Agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, for sure. I would say the only, if I'm talking just Warwick, the only thing that feels better is if you can land a nice Q, a follow through Q, right as someone's flashing, and you totally negate their flash. It's one of the best feelings. He's just a really well placed champion right now, so it feels good to play Warwick. So.
I mean, I could talk literally all night about playing Warwick, but we should probably acknowledge the other person who MVP'd their way into this chat.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, hi there. Hi there.
Oh, hi.
You're very quiet, Penguin. Is it quiet on people?
No, it is not quiet for me. But it's because
why do I have you at 69% volume instead of 100?
Ayo.
I don't know.
Well, you're at 100 again.
Hey, thanks.
that's why I could hear Freedom Penguin really well, because I put him on 200%.
Oh.
I just constantly change my microphone settings to dick with everybody.
So everybody's moving around constantly, yeah.
Yup. Uno truco demonions. Fun times where my ears are bleeding or I can't hear you. It's never both.
The Freedom Penguin keyboard sounds are a classic team fight staple in our comms.
Yeah. You do your best, but it's hard. I get that. I've got that monster on my... Yeah. I mean, right there I was intentionally hitting it hard, but...
I have a question for Freedom Penguin.
Oh.
How does it feel to not be running from your life in Game 2? It feels like in Game 1 you were dying a lot and you were just running for your life.
I was saying after game, I was even feeling it in Game 1. Like, that was probably one of my worst Sivir games. I was just not playing well for whatever reason. Maybe I had too many beers. Maybe I just, wasn't feeling it. Who knows? And so I was, kind of bummed on that. But Game 2,
You popped off.
Yeah, we got the early lead, and, we played it right in lane, and kind of like Neil said, we poked down our lanes, and he was able to do Warwick things, and his presence just made it much easier to kind of snowball. And I had nutty CS that just made me happy.
True.
So yeah, good job on those
questions from chat. Do we have any
from chat?
Twitch chat?
No. So a lot of people said nice when I said 69. Kind of what's happening in chat.
That's awesome.
And Neil the Steel's big was super fun and hung out in chat all night.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah, so he got to see you pop the hell off twice.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He also asked a question about what did Baron do. He's learning the game.
He's learning. He's learning. Yeah, he's learning slowly. Thanks for being here, Jewel. Always appreciate you.
Even the one time you actually cheered for our team instead.
You're big as the president?
No.
There can only be one Jewel. All other Jewels must change their names.
Question in chat.
Ooh, question for S10 Captain. How sad are you about Rocket Nerfs?
So Rocket.
Y'all should be mad that President's Day is a thing, or else that wouldn't have been possible. That's all I'm saying.
What?
So the patch would normally have been today, but because of President's Day, they moved it to tomorrow.
Oh.
So this would have been the new patch if it was any other
Oh,
week.
Hoagie said it
So-
was live, so I spent the
No, it's
entire
not.
game assuming it was
Hoagie's
live.
a liar.
Hoagie, I asked you to check.
It is still 10-3.
What? It says
Hoagie.
what? It has a patch notes right here on here.
Look at
What?
Hoagie. Look at the bottom right of your client. Right underneath the chat, it tells you what patch we're on still.
Oh my god. I've been bamboozled.
You know, I will say that I wasn't expecting the Kale to come mid, but
Neither were we. We were like, wait, really?
I'm
mean,
bamboozled.
OG Juice Man has been complaining about how I'm not playing top lane for this team anymore, and that he wanted to lane against me, so there he got
Aw,
his lane.
wholesome content.
So I guess the patch goes live tomorrow. I'm like, it's Wednesday. It's the patch.
Rip
It's the
Hoagie.
patch. It's the patch.
It's Wednesday, my dude.
It's
This should be
not.
dead.
Ah!
And then
I'll
I've
do
been
it.
bamboozled by freaking President's Day.
Happens to
Of
the
all
best of us.
things, yeah.
Happens to have.
Anyways, this has been fun. This is your streamer,
fun.
Super
Blast.
Hoagie.
Yeah, y'all played really,
Um,
really, really goodly.
I do want to
Thanks.
clarify since I have the platform. The spam pinging on Smite is because my ADC
Oh my god.
would not auto Baron when I said, "Hey, burst Baron so I can smite it." He willfully withheld his auto
This
Short
all
shot
started
Jin,
just
baby.
to make me look
Honestly?
stupid on stream.
as
So,
as a neutral
No.
party in both of this. When he outsmited him at the first dragon, he was like, "Wait, that's a lot of damage." I'm like, "Yeah, wait until he actually has levels and items, and he'll outsmite you at like
But-
Baron or something."
I called for it.
Incredible.
You know, I'm not even remotely surprised. I choose to believe Neil here.
What?
Oh, another chat question. Packer Diehard would like to know, do you like having the most uninvolved coach ever who just sits back and trusts you to do whatever you want?
Yeah, because I mean, then when
yeah,
we fuck up, he tells
that's
us we
pretty good.
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's super reasonable.
When nobody bans Warwick and we go, all right, let's first pick Warwick, and
Yeah.
okay.
See,
There's
the thing is
not-
that
You know.
Neil's been popping off like more than anybody these recent games. So I think as we get later into the season, maybe the playoffs, that people will start like triple banning him.
Mm-hmm.
And Caitlyn's open, and my life's happy. I can go back to.
I literally said that going
Yeah.
into game one when they banned Kane. I was like, here's the problem though. This man is also extremely comfortable on a lot of other champions. And then you picked Warwick, and I'm like, yeah, like that one. like,
Yeah.
As
it's
you,
tough to ban you out. It's like banning Nate. You know, we talk every week about people dropping 2 bans on Nate, and then Nate being like, okay. And I feel like you're one of those people.
Yeah.
Your
Well,
champ
I
is deep
mean,
enough.
It's a deep champ pool, but I think more so than I mean, my ability on the champs is that a lot of the champs that I play are in really good spots right now.
Yeah, I mean, Warwick just
So-
feels.
So it's, you know, and with Sejuani coming back, I mean, if they don't pick Sejuani, we can always pick it. And you know, with Monday night playing the Trundle and having success on the Trundle, and he felt good. J4 is always in a good spot. Warwick's is in a good spot right now. So if they want to ban Kane,
And
ban
before
Kane.
they just 5-ban you.
I ban this man.
yeah.
Um,
Sorry,
Uh,
not
so,
happening.
I mean, then the rest of my team can carry me. So
Neil, jungler to jungler, how excited are you about Darius Jungle Path?
I'm super stoked.
I'm
I
so
cannot
excited.
wait. Ghost Smite, running basically, you know, the run Adam Darius jungle. I mean, it's gonna be great. I'm excited.
It's gonna
It's gonna be filthy. Yeah.
be...
Also, Tarek Yee funnel incoming, says Packer Diehard. Ooh, yikes.
I'm down. I'll be the Tarek to anybody's Yi.
I think my Yee's gonna need a little.
Now, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been your streamer, Super Hoagie. Joined with me, the MVPs, and Happy by 3, aka literally Keegan.
GG's, guys.
Bye,
GG's.
guys.
Bye bye.
Forever.